And today we're gonna make potato pancakes, latkes, with sour cream and applesauce. My perfect simple recipe has 4 potatoes, 1 onion, salt, an egg, flour, oil for frying, and then applesauce and sour cream to go on top. We gotta peel those potatoes. My little trick is I save these bags. I have found a use for these, which is great. I line my sink with it. I think it's not good to always be putting things down the sink. One of my methods for peeling potatoes is called my central pivot irrigation, where I twist any round thing that I'm peeling on the bridge of my sink. If you come across a brown spot, notice it and dig that out. Now check this out for cleanup. I grab my bag, I put my leftover peelings in there, and now then you just throw that away. After I peel them, I just wash them real quick to get all that farm dirt off. Let's grate our potatoes now. Be careful when you're grating, don't get your fingers. When I get to the end, I say, hey, don't need that, and I go to the next one. Now, the potato has a lot of water in it. We don't really want that water in our recipe. It's going to leak out, so I throw it into a strainer over a bowl. If you don't have a strainer over a bowl, you can do it onto paper towels. It only took me 2 minutes to grate all these potatoes. It's already starting to drip. So we see it oxidizing a little bit. It's turning a little brown, but it doesn't matter because it's gonna be fried up and it's gonna be crispy brown anyway, so don't worry about that. Time to start our oil. So I pour my oil in and I heat it at medium degree heat. That's gonna bring it the perfect temperature. It's 1/2 inch thick of oil, and so for me, that's about 1 cup. Later on, as I remove them, I might need to add more oil, so I'll have this right next to my stove. While this is heating up, I want my oven warm because they're not all gonna come out at the same time, and I want to serve them hot at my table. So into the oven at 200 degrees. Now it's time to cut my onion. Okay, there are 2 ways to do your onion. You can either finely dice it to add to your potatoes, or you can grate it. I'm gonna give a shot at grating it because it's faster. An onion is pretty slippery. I wanna be safe and I wanna hold it with a paper towel while I grate it. It grates so fast and easy. Look at all that onion juice. It is a very wet vegetable. So this is gonna go in here too. It's gotta drain. And into my paper towel, both ways. So I'm mixing in my onion into my strainer and my potatoes. I'm kind of pressing down so that we can get all the excess liquid out of that. Now for my paper towel action, I'm gonna roll it up and squeeze more of that liquid out. Now see, as I squeeze it, look at that. Look at all that water that is coming out of this. Gotta open up your paper towel package. That's feeling very dry to me, so it's gonna go into my mixing bowl. I'm happy with that. No paper towel. We did a good job. Let's beat our egg. Just a quick beat is fine. In it goes to our potato mixture. 1 teaspoon salt. We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons flour because we need it to be thick. Now, if 2 tablespoons doesn't do it for you, you can add 4. 1 more press on this before I add them. Okay, they're looking very dry for me, and they feel very dry. Into a mixing bowl. That egg is gonna bind it, and so will that flour. Let's test that oil. So I grab a little strand, I drop it in, and it sizzles. We're in business. I take less than 1/4 cup, and I spread them in. I flatten it to be about 1/2 inch in size. We're gonna flip them when it gets brown. It's gonna take about 1 to 2 minutes. It's very helpful to have the fork to go over like that so you don't drop it in and splatter on yourself. Okay, we got one that's looking done, and I can tell because on the top of it, it is starting to brown a little bit more, and that means the bottom's been browning pretty good too. When you take it out, you're just gonna be putting it on a plate with paper towels in it to stick in your oven to keep them hot. We're gonna keep that at 200 until the rest of them are done. Here's our hot latke potato pancake. I put my applesauce on it the way I like it, and a little sour cream for tradition. Okay, I'm gonna eat this a civilized way because it's pretty messy. A little bite of the applesauce, sour cream. Oh my gosh. It is so rich. Oh wow, that's really good. Forget civilized. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Even better. So subscribe to my channel and let's cook some more together.